Get your thoughts on it, on like, or okay, how can I put this? Like, this video here is just like this guy giving his perspective on GP5, and let me know what is your thoughts, if you all notice anything that he would have said in the past month with the release of GP5.
Last day of the rest of our lives. Yesterday was the day Sam Altman asked his ego this three-word question: what have we done? Because yesterday was the day the human intelligence monopoly officially ended with the long-awaited release of OpenAI's GPT-5, the first AI model to outperform biological humans on the simple benchmark. Meanwhile, it's quickly overtaking virtually every leaderboard on LM Arena, which means every programmer that still has a job will be getting a layoff notice shortly, or
Damn.
at least that's what the hype engineers at OpenAI want you to think. Not everybody is falling for it though. That simple bench score was just a rumor, and in fact, GPT-5 is actually in 5th place. GPT-5 failed to beat Grok on
Wow. So bro literally just capped. Damn. Yo, no way, son. Yo, no way, son. I was about to say, wait, what? You're telling me GP5 just beat us in intelligence, bro? Ain't no way, bro. Bro, literally just, I mean, hey, that was good. That was a good marketing, good marketing tactic, though. I'm gonna give him that, but that's crazy, son.
at OpenAI want you to think. Not everybody is falling for it though. That simple bench score was just a rumor, and in fact, GPT-5 is actually in 5th place. GPT-5 failed to beat Grok on the ARC AGI benchmark, an important benchmark that was conveniently left out of yesterday's announcement. It also underwhelmed the betting markets, and OpenAI is no longer the favorite to have the best model of 2025. Worst of all though, people found numerous problems with OpenAI's own charts, which really shouldn't happen when you have PhD level intelligence in your pocket. In today's video,
And another thing as well that I really hate about it is that, bro, man, like Chat GPT, man, like, bro, what is up with y'all and like the freaking, like, bro, it's like I can't build a basic web app with this, bro, because it's like, oh well, your limit has ran out, your limit has ran out. Like, bro, I haven't even started, bro. Like I haven't really got into my project, and bang, I already have like short things already. It's like, bro, what the hell, bro? But
we'll
yeah.
find out if GPT-5 is just another overhyped incremental upgrade or a true game changer edging us closer to artificial superintelligence. It is August 8th, 2025, and we're watching that would activate more parameters when generating text. Better as it got bigger. It was trained on more. We're watching the code report. In the past, GPT got better as it got bigger. It was trained on more data that would activate more parameters when generating text. But those days are essentially over. The thing that makes GPT-5 special.
Well, I remember what we read earlier is that he said it was trained on data, but where was this data coming from? And remember what the video that we watched earlier is that, like, about becoming an AI engineer, is that you can't, as I said, quality data equals to quality results, and quality results equal to more money, right? So it's like, clearly it looks like maybe they didn't get quality data, and hence, well, end up basically falling away from there.
Special is not that it's a bigger, smarter model, but rather it unifies multiple models, like fast, reasoning, routing, etc., to pick the right tool per task without the end user needing to think about it. In many ways, GPT-5 feels more like a consolidation and cost reduction effort after they spent the last year panic shipping a bunch of stupidly named models to justify the $200 Pro plan. Speaking of cost though, GPT-5 is priced at only $10 per million output tokens, and that's a great deal compared to Claude Opus 4.1, which will burn a hole in your wallet at $75 per million output tokens. Sam Altman says GPT-5 is like having multiple PhD level experts in your pocket, but one of the funniest parts of their announcement is that their benchmark graphics were presented with a y-axis that doesn't make any sense. And there can only be two possible explanations for this error. One, they vibe charted with GPT-5 and it doesn't actually have PhD level intelligence, or two, they were trying to be intentionally misleading. What's even better is that GPT-5 is supposed to have lower deception rates templates, but then someone or something tried to deceive us with the y-axis on the deception benchmark. And that's kind of embarrassing for a $500 billion intelligence company. But if you're a programmer, the biggest question is whether or not GPT-5 can code a Svelte 5to-do app with runes. Many models have come close, but none have succeeded. I put GPT-5 to the test and was stunned to see that it generated beautiful looking Svelte code and did so very quickly, far faster than any other reasoning model. At first, I thought I was working with a PhD level Svelte developer, but I would soon be disappointed after running the code and getting a 500 error as the UI. What's troubling.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and I mean, and again, that goes back to what I mentioned earlier. It's about AI will never be perfect, but companies are firing people because of AI. Just saying, right? And also as well, it's also about the 10%, right? Or the 20%, as I mentioned, that yes, they can do 80% of the code, but it's like you still have to be that 20%. So it's like, all these like developers that want to like vibe code and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you have to really know what you're doing. And like he also showed a very good thing here where he opened his terminal and he's using Visual Studio Code, right? So he went into his terminal and he was getting the errors. And one big tip that you can do that most people don't even like know is that you can simply just copy that error in the terminal and paste it into Chat GPT. But then it's like you may ask the point then, why would I even do that? Because it just gave me the wrong code. Like you get me, right? So it's like even though you got this error here in your terminal, right? It's like you would have think that the open air would have think, well, to avoid this error, I should have maybe done this, but it doesn't, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, right? It's only good for certain instances, bro.
Be disappointed after running the code and getting a 500 error as the UI. What's troubling is that GPT-5 used the right syntax, but tried to use a rune in the template, which is not allowed. GPT-5 is supposed to have fewer hallucinations, but it hallucinated its own rules for using runes. However, it did.
Yep. It hallucinates a lot, especially like Gemini. Gemini hallucinates a lot.
Redeem itself when I asked if it knew what was wrong with its code, at which point it figured it out and fixed it. And the end result is a functional app that has a very nice looking UI. I also had it build a flight simulator game with Three.js, which turned out pretty bad, but the tall guy from Cursor said it's the smartest model they've ever used. Unfortunately though, I don't think GPT-5 is going to take my job or euthanize me anytime soon, because it's clear at this point that the real power comes when you combine these new AI tools with existing technologies that you already know and love, which is why you need to check out Dream.
Yeah, that's the art. But yeah, pretty much he himself also gave away the answer as well when he said that it's good to use. Yeah, he himself like gave away the answer as well because he himself like just basically explained that sorry sorry about that. Yeah,